Nate Chang, who was 7 years old, loved to play with his little brother, Aokbob. Okbob was only 2, and he followed Nate Chang everywhere. One sunny afternoon, they were playing in the park, chasing after a bright red butterfly. The butterfly led them to a big, old oak tree. At the base of the tree, something shiny caught Nate Chang's eye. It was a coin, but it wasn't like any coin they had ever seen. It glowed with a soft, gentle light, like a tiny star. Nate Chang carefully picked up the coin. It felt warm and hummed with a quiet energy. "I think it's a magic wishing coin," he whispered to Aokbob. "Let's make a wish." Nate Chang closed his eyes and wished for something simple. "I wish for a big, juicy red apple," he said out loud. When he opened his eyes, a perfect, shiny red apple appeared right in his hand, smelling sweet and fresh. Aokbob clapped his hands with delight. "Wow," he giggled. He reached for the coin. "My turn," he said, his little voice full of excitement. Aokbob held the coin tightly in his tiny hand. He thought about his grandma, who he missed very much. "I wish for a special paper," he said, "so I can remember Grandma's stories." A moment later, a beautiful blank piece of paper with a golden border appeared. It was not what Nate Chang had expected, but it was exactly what Aokbob had wished for. "What is that for, Aokbob?" Nate Chang asked, confused. Aokbob smiled and said, "It's for remembering Grandma. When I draw on it, I can remember all her kind smiles and funny stories." Nate Chang understood. The coin had given Aokbob something even more special than an apple. They sat together under the big oak tree, and Nate Chang helped Aokbob draw a picture of a smiling face on the magical paper. As they drew, the paper glowed even brighter, filled with the warmth of their memories. Nate Chang and Aokbob knew that the best magic wasn't about getting what you wanted, but about remembering the love you already had.